Can't believe it's Friday. Ugh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Classic, dude. I was wondering if you'd have SMCI. Yeah. Banger for real, dude. Yeah. Classic. Classic. All right. Yeah, it's hard to it's kind of hard not to stare at it, you know. It's pretty cool. What's the long now? Oh no, Lord have mercy.
Trades.
All right. It's actually especially so um that's a tough one, dude. We'll go over that in just a minute, but let's do the ETFs and then we can dig into SMCI. Yeah, give everybody a minute here to hop on. Mhm. New account or backup? This is my new account, also slash also backup. So what? I'm working right now, Rogue. You got your coffee ready? Oh yeah, coffee's ready. Burritos ready. All right. Well, it's 8:30, so let's I think everybody's live. It's gonna be. If you're on TikTok, be sure to tap your screen. We're on YouTube as well, so Morning Blue. What do I think Tesla will do? We're gonna talk about that in just a moment. New hat. No, this is a one of one. It says Potter stocks on it. I'm only wearing this fancy coat because it has silk lining on the inside of the sleeves and it feels really nice. All right. Spent 4 days working at AI. Said I reverse engineered your trading style. Okay. Well, tell me how that goes, dude. Tell me how that goes. All right. So here's my good morning, good morning. Yeah, there you go. So SM or excuse me, look at me. 24-hour open here on SPY, folks, has moved to, and of course if you look at down on those lows, we've definitely dropped or have dropped down to that floor. Without a doubt. The music's on Spotify today. So if you're on Discord, the music is there. It's all right. So sitting on the floor, and this is again just to just keep it straightforward with you. Yes, this is where price has bounced pretty strongly in the past, and no, I don't think I'm buying the dip on this, but this is something that a lot of the times will build, right? When it gets to the break, it'll build. Now, if I showed you this inversely, It couldn't make more sense, right? And it could make sense that we build before we break. Again, this is all speculation, and we're going to look at what's in front of us. That being said, moving down to the hourly, how does we get back up, right? And that's going to be obviously on the hourly. We also can, and we did do this yesterday, we did mark out this box as well, right? And so we see where we're sitting here this morning, and we're in between two. Now, this is, yes, somewhere where price could explode. Price definitely has a gap to fill at 660, but that's all going to require that SPY reclaims the box that it broke down from here this morning. Period, point blank. So your signal lies on the 30-minute, 15-minute time frame for continuation to the upside. So far this morning, it does appear that price has grabbed hold of the 655.56 area, and it might be institution's game plan this morning to kill the puts. Today is quadruple witching, quad witching, but quadruple. No, but it is could be not so fun. If you try to get involved today, make sure your risk is well placed. If that's all I got to say about that. But that being said, this box is going to be the main. If you reject it, if you cannot, or you lose that 655.66, we could be looking for maybe a new low. But as far as I'm concerned here, I think that the bounce this morning may have. See how we see the points of. Do you guys see this across the board, right? Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. This is what verifies to me that I'm on the right track, that I'm not using confirmation bias. I'm not trying to draw what I hope I see. I see what I see because it's based on points of contact. Yeah, contracts across the market are expiring, which can drive volatility. That also could drive us sideways and not allow price to really do much of anything. You'll have random exorcisms of contracts that'll lead lead the stock in one way and then right back down to where it started from. So yeah. Nope. A little bit of sappy ass music right there, boy. No, thank you. Right. So no put Friday? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying right now, no. So right now is probably not a great idea, but there is levels that you can look for to go short, and that's going to be this pre-market hanger to 655.15. You tried to grab it, you finally did. Below 655.21, you could shoot your shot at a new low. You know, again, overall in the higher time frame, I am of course short. I'm not short on SPY. I am short on Qs, right? I am short on IWM, but IWM's got me fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Excuse my language, but cool nerd. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, no need to be shitty about these kinds of things, man. Especially when you have something that works. But that being said, going back to the Qs, since I'm doing this out of order, we are still sitting on the floor. I think the only difference, though, right, this morning is that price has dipped past and touched yesterday's low. So it is just a matter of, right, moving below 587. That is our next trigger to the downside. And so I think that it's going to be quite useful this morning to make sure that you have a well-established lower time frame. Where does this setup eliminate, or where can it, what is above and what is below, right? Same shit we do every single day. but right here. And we can already start to see really nice structure, right? You guys see that, I hope, right? Nice floor. Okay, cool. Now, what is this box made of? Mostly empty space, right? Doesn't have a whole lot of resistance. We got 2 off the bottom, 2 off the top, and you got empty space up to technically 599. I would say 98.57. Did I see what happened to SMCI? I did. I did. I did. I grabbed a position, my boy. I have 25 and $24 puts on SMCI right now. Yeah, they were cheap. I bought them. I got them for dang old $17. I made a video about it. Yeah, I talked about it in the workshop. I said I was buying both sides, regardless of where it was. Actually, yesterday, was it yesterday or was it? Yeah, never mind. It was Tuesday. Time is blending together. I talked about this channel and the fact that it had wicked up, and that could be a great place to maybe average into those puts because it made a lower low. So anyway, I'm excited, but obviously I hope some people caught this. I feel like I was clear about it, but if they didn't, hopefully this is a lesson to you to make sure that you do in the future. Because I I actually thought about this morning. Find me find me 10 stocks that look like this. Give me 10 grand, and I promise you I could outperform most day traders by straddling them. I'm not, this is not me. I'm not a genius. I mean, in fact, I would say this is more caveman. Ooh, squishy, going to explode. Like it's not that hard to, but I'm saying in the sense where this sort of tension, I can't, like, it's not like I told you which direction it was going to go in. That's genius. If I said to you, oh yeah, this is going to fucking dump, then give me credit. But all I said is this is going to explode, right? It's like pointing at a gas can with a rag out of it that's on fire. It's going to explode. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially if the risk to reward is in your favor. If you can buy 15, 5, 10, $20 contracts. If I put $1,200 into a regular trade in one direction, I'll put $1,200, split it in half. Both sides get the love. And if I feel like maybe one side is pulling me in a direction, then I'll do that. If the contracts are cheaper on one side, then I'll do that. So top 10 ooga booga strategies Wall Street doesn't want you to know. That's my YouTube strategy, or my YouTube video for today. Yeah. That's my ooga booga strategy right there for show. That reminds me of Conker's Bad Fur Day. All right. So anyway, getting back to the ETFs. Not the Potter box, right? But we are, again, if you're long and short, long as in like your expiration is long, but you're short, then we're on our way. Now, IWM, which I was just stating, has got me hooked up. Not super pleased that it's holding its support here today, which does tell me we're opening up inside of this range, and it is absolutely positively I mean, I even saw this. The short might be over, right? It might be over. This is not what we need to see. It's not what I was hoping for here. Yesterday, I was hoping we would close below the thing. So at this point, right, we got to really be real with what's in front of us. And it is verifiable, right, that 250 is very clearly where we would escape price, and price would likely move back up. And there are pockets of empty space that would allow us to do that. Today, you're going to be opening up above this range, right? Basically sitting right here. And you'll also be, again, encapsulated by this one. So could we chop? Absolutely. Is there empty space within here that I think will provide a few opportune day trades for some of you whippersnappers. Yes, I do. Yeah, actually, make sure you are doing your lower time frame analysis right now. They're a very extremely clear structure, at least below. I don't know. This thing is pretty ship shape actually when you look at it on this lower time frame. So I would say you'd be looking for a retest here this morning or climb above 247.50, and that could allow for price to try at that 248 again. But this is going to be priority number one, right? Obviously, price is going to try to stay above 245, which it's already done. Anything underneath 244.77, and yes, we could be looking at that candle actually going for the 24-hour, but we're on the floor and it's going to be tough to break it. So miss it. We shorting SMCI. Class video 6 has you talking about the SMCI straddle. Miss it. We shorting SMCI. No, I'm selling to SMCI. Do you want to buy some 24, 25, or 22? Yeah, 24 or $22 puts? Let me know. I got them at exclusive shoe short prices. Well, well, well. The UBS remains bullish on U.S. stocks, expecting the S&P to reach 7,300 by the mid 2026 and 7,700 by year end. The bank says the rally is supported by strong earnings growth, expected Fed rate cuts, and continued AI-driven gains. It forecasts 11% growth in 2026. Geopolitical risks are seen as temporary, while UBS expects energy markets to stabilize. No wonder the market is bananas. Blame TikTok retail traders. They buy every dip. Nah, dude. We're nah. They listen. We're cattle. Okay, like just our retail as in general. They move us where they want the market to go. Right? They're like sheep herders. Right? And if you're watching the farm, you can kind of get a gist of how they make sure that things are controlled. That is what I mean, like, you could actually go watch them say this. They'll tell you that. Like their job is to insert liquidity where it's needed to lead people in certain directions. So I don't really see it as like retail's really jacking the market up. Like retail does all I have to do as a market maker is make a candle go green and I got most of the market buying. It's that simple. I mean, I know that's what those like the fiance whatever fucking uh I'm failing with my words right now, but the fee why can't I say that word right now? We're gonna skip it. Many people who have big weight in the market have disclosed how simple the market really is. And I think that's what simplifies it is that we're being led to do certain things, right? It's tough to see those things happen or be set up in advance. That's what my system tries to highlight is taking a trade before they lead everybody else in our direction. So, do you smell burning toast? Yeah, no, not institutions. I was trying to say not financer, but being, I can't say it. I hate, dude, the human brain is a weird. I just said this word yesterday. I remember one time I was in third grade and I forgot how to spell the word sky because I said the word so many times in my head that it stopped becoming a word. I was very confused. What were your puts? Financier. There we go. I got it. Thank you. Secondhand stupid. Also, funny name. All right. So ETFs here this morning. Again, we got to watch out, right? we especially on SM on IWM, this very much could be interpreted as bullish, right? Losing the floor, then reclaiming it. The trend that we're in is clean. It's clean. So it is important to acknowledge this. We would have to close red in this wick or verifiably lose this floor. So be careful, right? Because at any point in time today, especially with quad witching, they could jerk things in one direction or the other and send it moving. But with that being said, we're opening up in range, so don't stress yourself out about it. We can find something, or there's likely something else that we can look at here this morning. Tesla, which, listen, it left a lot of empty space behind. It made a new low. It has made a new low this morning. We are basically getting very close to my target. I think our low today was actually about $10 away from my target. But with that being said, I still have a 370, 335 target. I am, however, aware that today could be a torture chamber. And I ended up rolling some of my contracts out yesterday. But this box, and this is where life gets simple. Obviously, I may not like why or where or when, but we do have a very clean, and I'll just get rid of all of this shit because it's just really this 15-minute box that would likely send us moving back up to retest the 388. And of course, this 389 level. I'm looking fresh. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. So for this morning, and I'll be here to obviously walk through this, but 380.20, right? Target 382. This is empty pre-market space. We have a little box here, and this is the little details. Everybody in my Discord, right? Especially those of you guys, if you're sitting right now and you're just listening and not mapping out, like if you need a second, mute me. If you already know what you're trading today, mute me and do this lower. I'm on the 15, right? Go to the 5. You need to if you're planning on day trading today, right? Or you see an opportunity, you need to get the little high look. First green candle to my left is also my floor, as per usual. So movement to the upside would be 380.27. Art Mora, why? You will not ever. I appreciate you in ways that you will not ever know. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. All right, now I'm going to ask one more time because I don't think that really anybody's in this. Is there anybody who took SMCI with me before I cover this one? I don't think so. Damn. Art Mora, describe what happened. Okay. You're not just saying that? Didn't take, was driving at the time? You think safety is important here, dude? Have somebody take the wheel, my boy. No, I'm just kidding. Pull over. No, I'm just joking. Okay. So, yes, somebody could be looking at this as an upside. I mean, you might be able to bounce this. There's going to be volatility in here. We already dumped. I mean, we caught. Ooh, boy, we caught one. I'm geeked right now. Yeah, my sis-in-law did. Damn. Better hit up sis-in-law, dude. Oh, she told you about it? Very good. Very good. Bad day to be a burrito with SMCI. Yeah. Can I tell you what? song is playing right now. Surround sound. You can actually listen with me on Spotify. I can invite people. Look at I invite Jorge to listen with me on Spotify. There you go, Jorge. All right. So other than that, SMCI did actually I had a target of 2641, and then now we've dropped down to really one of the bigger floors that we see here to the left. So there might be some bouncing that could occur here. I'm looking at this floor right here that we punched through, and that's pretty much what we're sitting on right now. So if we do get any new lows, you know, again, there's 1782, but I'm going to be taking the majority of the profit on this one, and I might leave a few, and I might even trade it back up to the upside depending on how those contracts are priced. So now, if you have anything that you are taking profit on today, let me know. I will be watching Affirm again. It has opened up on its floor for the third time. It's got empty space above. It's going to let me know, I think today, whether it wants to go back up to fill that empty space and perhaps start its journey back up. Now, I think it's really, really important to remind everybody in here it can't even get it up. The blue chew is not working. So, 4618, right, is what, well, excuse me, 45 is what has to be recovered, right? You can see this as you move down into your lower time frames. It makes itself very clear. So front run it if you want to, but I'm being facetious. Don't do that. But 45.27, a bounce off the floor, a push back over your pre-market high, right? But it is going to be over 45.44 that we look for that empty space move up. And again, I'm looking to kind of eliminate it. Lemonade, right? Good shit, delicious, tangy, sweet. Affirm. Oh shit. Yeah, Affirm is has that same opportunity, right? But obviously we're below the floor. So, didn't I say SMCI 45s mid end of April? I took a straddle. I don't always remember everything that I say, but I'm pretty sure that I was very clear that yes, 45s were a target that I was going to be, but I'm stepping outside of the money on both sides to keep it really, really cheap. All I can say in SMCI's setup is that the tension is to the max and a large move was expected. So it's not something that you could have taken one directionally, and that's not what I was saying. So yeah, I definitely took. I have 20. Yeah, I have 24, 25 puts. So on the 1 hour, it had a box between 20 and 22. Hell yeah, brother. All right, if you have anything you want me to take a look at here this morning, drop your request. That's what I took too. Didn't hear anything about the puts. Did I not? There's no way that I didn't. I know I definitely, you guys are gaslighting me. I talked about it in class. I talked about it on YouTube. I talked about it yesterday. I'm almost sure that I even have video evidence right here. Wait, what the fuck is this? Hold on. You guys got me losing my mind here. There it is. Yeah, just a pure tension play. I'm looking through a long ass video. Yeah, pure tension play. I heard straddle. I heard straddle. It was a hedge. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah. Intuit is going to move this morning. You said SMCI puts are going to be up 10,000% at the open. That'd be nice. I would enjoy that quite a bit. Yeah, we talked about SMCI, I think, about 4 or 5 times. So he isn't telling you which way he's going. So I told everybody which way I was going. I said I was taking it on both sides. And then yesterday, if you go watch the YouTube video, or not yesterday, but Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday, I said this is where you could buy puts. Go watch it back. I said this is where you can buy puts. God damn. That's a big ass fucking. Don't let them gaslight you. Class 6 video SMCI. Got it. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're done talking about it. If you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, it's not like I can't figure out or find more of these. This is literally what I do. Yeah, yeah. All right, so if you have anything you want me to take a look at, drop your request. Discord, what are we looking at here this morning? Disney down? Don't you dare, dude. Don't you dare. Alta up. Hold on. Let me get this one first. Alta up. This was Petey's find from study room, so honorary mention. Okay. Okay, old box. Old box that you punched through. Very juicy. You build a box around cost basis. Okay. Juicy. And then we look over to our left. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to get out of the affirm or roll my contracts out. Not an affirm, IWM. I'm gonna have to roll my contracts out. So can you map out the queues on the 5 minute for some seeing the levels correctly? Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. Okay, Doug. Yeah, so you took the same setup. I bought the same shit. Like they lie. I think this is pretty clear, man. And no, not a bad find at all, right? You fall fast. You actually fall. I would actually, juicy. People get treated as problematic. 2 hour. Yeah, brother. First green candle to your left. Give the wick. And I would just, I mean, now that you know what you have over here to your left, and yeah, there is like this old box or something like that, but I don't really think that that's going to be too much of an issue. I would be looking, let's go to the hourly. It's very whippy, all right? And I get a little when Elf does this shit, I'm not always a happy camper. So I think it's between you, and again, this is not guaranteed. I don't have anything else on this channel, but I do have this. And I'd say 532.67 could be a stop, or obviously 540. But it is, yes, good empty space. You got a nice little trigger here. Alta, haven't traded Alta in a long time, so contract wise, I'd feel maybe 2 3 weeks, depending on what you're actually looking for. So I don't know what your game plan is on that one, but it's not bad, right? It's not bad. The 24-hour being inside of this range, getting actually, you know what? Shut the fuck up. To myself, it's that's your first green candle to your left. It's the same shit. That and this. So you get this, and this is where you simplify shit, right? Here to here, the same way that it did it before. You'd be looking for that to happen again. Nasty little what we call on. Yeah, what's up? Google Class? Oh, it's just a Google Drive. Oh, you're talking about, oh, yeah, sorry, you're talking about the stock. I thought you were talking about the class files, dude. I was like, yeah, they segregate investors, dude. It's terrible. Hey, no, you should get a wall. All right. Upstart down, but confirmation will be granted at cost basis 2611. Closure falling into the 2450 23 range. Let's see what you got, Poppy. I just got to stay focused. I just got to keep walking. I think I'd like to see what the this is the 8 hour. Okay, good stuff. I think I'd like to see the 4 hour chart on that one. It seems like it's a little I like it, but I need to see more. That does not look like coffee. That's because it's not. This is actually a fruity cereal smoothie, dude. It's delicious. Oh, dude, looks great. Great. What is this, guys? Why would I say that this looks great? Just I don't I haven't even looked at anything else, right? If you were in class, you should or shit, if you saw me take SMCI, you should already know exactly why. Upstart's gonna move, right? Upstart, I love this shit. Look, 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 look at this. Look at that, right? Hold on, I'll do it again. Look at this. Look at that. Would you look at that? Right? This, that, this, that. Oh my God. So what do we think is going to happen here? Just look at it. Would you look at that? Goodness. Just look at it. Oh my God. See, that's that shit right there, boy. See, I get amped up about shit like that because I'm like, okay, so you're using your 24-hour top of your box is also simultaneously the top of your 2 hour, 1 hour box. You got, really? You think this is the time to slide through here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so 2445, right? And this is not this is, some shit piss box. So I don't really see it as like anything formidable. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. No. It's a signal whenever it fires. Period. End of story. 2950. Target 3450. You also have to acknowledge that, and this is to the upside. Again, we're reading and react. Oh my God, look at the juiciness. I fucking love this shit. Yeah. So I would start setting your alerts now, folks. Go to the hourly, right? This is how you get extra juicy with it. See this little range? Set an alert on it. See this range right here? Set an alert on it. Why? So that you start seeing and getting alerts before that fires off. Now, because we have FLAC in front of us, right? Maybe we're not going with the weekly time frames. It could be accessible, especially in this area. And we will make a plan for the downside. So I like this one, right? Surviving off of noodle cups. You can't predict patterns in stocks. Gil, if you're not good at something, dude, go tell your mom, your aunt, your cousin that you suck really bad at trading. Do not tell me, brother. I do not care. All right. So, anyway, with that being said, as I yeah. God, I love this. But don't stop showing up, dude. I love that shit. Um I'm sorry. But anyway, 2762, right? It's going to be that median, so we'll be looking for price to encapsulate that. Have a plan to the downside. We have a clear floor at 2572, right? And then I think if we're looking over here to the 2 hour, 4 hour time frame, is that all empty space? That is. Look at that. Ugh, disgusting. Had a baby. You fucking crazy. That is in the fucking 80s. Okay, so below 2575 and a drop before below 2470, and this play goes the other way with a target of 2135. Above 2950, I'm looking for a trigger over 3130 for a shot up to 3775. Ivy, if you'll clip that one. So that is the trade plan on this one. The contracts need to be, it is the 4 hour low-ish hour time frame, but good expiration if you're not or do not have a trigger. Okay, so or confirmation. Cup and handle. Yeah, but if I'm gonna acknowledge a cup and handle, which is also your S&P, by the way, it's a inverse cup and handle. If you want to go there, right? I mean, juicy, extended long bear run. Um, I'd drink out of this. Look at this. Look at this. That's me in there. That's Jorge right there. We're vibing, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jorge. Patterns absolutely repeat. Some do, but there are patterns that do not work. And they are historically terribly returning patterns. And there you can go to chartpatterns.com and you could go see this for yourself. For shell. All right. Now, so I like that one. Loss. That's not bad. Disney. All right, let's take a look at this one. I would rather gouge my eyes out. So take your shot on this one, right? Because where you're at, I think in this is okay. We got to drop down to 96.20. My issue with this one, dude, is two traders, one cup is crazy. Um, but 96.26 would be the first target to the downside, and because of the way that you're falling, right? Even when you make these base lows, they don't hold. So Disney has to give it up now, and I think that you're below 101, 102, and that's great. But plain and simple, brother, you have to have time if you're going to catch all of this, because this is the way that you've been moving through empty space. Like, you get it, but it's a grind. Can you map out the cues? Yeah, make sure you screenshot any SMCI. So, oh, whoops. You said 5 minute QQQ. Okay. I'm constantly catching myself closing one of my eyes like I'm aiming at something. I don't know why I do that. Okay, so you got a juicy, and there's a little crispy. Okay. Ooh, they might jerk it down at some point, but you do have control. You could say that right now the control is here, but obviously there's more widely established control here. So anything below 590, right? And you could see price cascading. And again, these channels are subject to change because it is pre-market control. You could see something more like this once the market actually starts opening up, and that would give you. Oh, actually, hold on, damn. That would actually give you a drop down here to 588.21. So trigger would be basically in there, drop below here, and you'd see that. Now, obviously, to the upside, which this is still relevant, that is a small, insignificant range directly up above you. And if price is able to bounce, close, and push that mark, you would have a target directly at 592.80. That's clean. You would have trim target here at 592.32. You will see price respond to this. So, what's up? On cues, 590. What was that again? Sorry. 594.73. 594.73. Ah, I see what you do. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's the top of the range. Yeah, if you're playing bounce to range top, yeah, for sure. But I think the obvious thing is there, right? You have two ranges that you're going to have to blow through. So I mean, it's a decent setup. I actually, now that I'm looking at it this way, it's like, man, if price did give you a nice little drop down here, kind of build into 1030 and then move up, those price targets would actually clear up a lot. But Potter, please pause next time you say jerk it down. Yeah. Yo. Oh, that's super funny. Yeah, oh, there you go, dude. You got a cash cow right there, dude. Sign right up. What do I think, Apple? Oh, dude, yeah. That's healing right there, dude. He said he's got a Rolodex. Yeah. No, he's full of surprises, dude. What did I eat last night? Um, I do know Italian people, yes. Actually, one of my good friends is Italian. He sends me the gifts, the little Italian hand. He sends me that shit all the time, dude. Yeah, but with the hand, the little. Oh, that's amazing. Um, yeah, there you go. Okay, so again, I don't like not like this at all. I would like to see what's beneath you. Okay, so you're coming off of a 24-hour floor, correct? 4 hour, way further down, right? Way further down. And listen, this is where guys getting into the class, if it's in recognize, like you can't see it, unrecognizable, right? Then you're going to have to find it. Now I start to see some semblance of a orange right in here, but it's difficult to pin exactly where and what this is. Ooh, that's disgusting. Okay, so let's just do this. And then I do the 4 hour. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we got a little bit more to work with here. Okay. 1 hour. So when I'm confused or when things are not clear up high, then we go down low. I don't hate it. No. But I do think that I need to make it very, very clear, right? That it's going to be over this red candle at 248.18, empty space up to 249.85. Mind your stop losses. You will have a floor here that will be kind of shrouded in the price action that you have now, or AKA a box. So yes, lower time, like this right here, I would say scalp, right? If you're looking for anything else, that's borderline day trade, swing trade. So Wange. Yes, Wange is the same as range, just a whittle whiffy. All right, let's see here. SNDK, you want to short this thing. I saw that. Yeah, I'm going puts. This looks exactly like MU. They're the same. They're the exact same, I think. Yeah. Yeah. He's not. Okay, so let's see. What needs to happen for you to be right? Okay, got step 1, step 2, step 3, and if you're looking for much lower, that's step. Oh, nope. Shut the front door. Shut your mouth. Yeah, so you're going to need to get a lot done here. You're going to need a 756.21 to know that sellers are in control. You're going to need to drop below 748 in order to see that they have established that control and are driving price down. And then at that point, I'd be looking at a 718 target, which is also the top of your box over here to your left. But ultimately, a 30-minute candle close below 705 would actually give you a pretty solid trigger to the downside. There's also a pretty sweet little channel. My music. Who's pausing my music, dude? When do we start shorting oil? That's crazy, dude. When do we start shorting oil? I'm not the oil guy, man. I'm not an oil man. I would assume though, right, that maybe when tensions ease up would probably be my first instinct on that one. So, what making oil expensive? What stop making oil expensive? Okay, bye. GLD up, bouncing off a 30-minute box. Okay, well, 24-hour first because that's the rules. Okay, not a big fan of that, but it is the tiniest, babiest box in the whole world that you've actually liquidated. You dropped down into the gap. You could definitely change the setup here. And you said 30 minutes, so let's look at 30 minutes. When Shell calls me, I'll let you know. Yeah, please. Blake, let's go! Yes. Yes, I have gone over SMCI. Take your profit, maybe leave a runner if you have the ability to do so, Blake. Yeah. I'm about to make a bag. What's all these quiet ass songs happening right now, dude? I'm trying to vibe out. Turn it up, Olivia. I like the on cues or this. Oh, okay. I was about to say. Um, Gold is bouncing off its 30-minute box. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not questioning that one at all. I think if you're looking for upside, bro, is here. And that's really it, dude. Like, look, not Israeli, but Israeli. 430 80. 433.97. Like that right there literally is it. So if you can kind of come down, shimmy on down right here, that would be a place to potentially try to bounce that up. So yeah, I'm being careful. I'm being careful. I just got alert on now what's happening on this one. Oh, wee. Looks like a floor is going to be lost potentially on this one. Looks like you're shifting down to open below the floor. Very close price target, though. Not a big fan. I don't think I like this channel. I don't think I do at all. I do not like green eggs and ham. Better. Wonderful. Damn. Backwards hat? Q's? Hell yeah, they're expensive, brother. All right, guys. It is time. Hold on real quick. Let me see if I can bail you out. No shit, we just went over this one, right? Yesterday? Brother, it is 168.50. You have a retest and bounce level underneath you right here. Rocket Lab, I'm doing speedy. Okay, so tension to the max, right? This is definitely something that we could be expecting a move. However, this is like SMCI, right? I can't give you a super accurate prediction with the extreme chop like this. You can kind of see where tension is leading you. Like right now, buyers are still picking up off the floor, but ultimately you have a target above at 80.44 and a target down below at 57.21. So I would really look at, you know, how price is leaning in one direction or other, and maybe pick a side and then hedge with the opposite trigger on this one. But this looks like something's news related is going to happen. All right, guys. Obviously, I'm going to try and keep my mouth shut and not lose my shit here. We're going to be good. Tesla and IWM are focuses for me today. The Qs are up there, but obviously with IWM having so much empty space and stuff like that. So 5 minute Tesla, it's already hit that cost basis mark. So literally above your pre-market high, I would be looking for a reversal trade. Yeah, I have SMCI. 30 seconds until glory. What do we listen to here? I need some Bad Bunny or some shit right now. Let's go. God damn! Tighten that spread up though, Poppy. I know I'm watching. The spread is tightening up here on SMCI, guys. Let those flutters. Hold on, I'm watching right here, baby. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Drop the floor here and we'll pick up a tighter spread on that, baby. Get the fuck down. Goddamn, boy! God damn, son. God damn. Who just sold 9 contracts? I saw that. Hey, God damn it. Sorry, I'm a little amped up right now. 1,000. Nah, let it go. Oh my God. New lows on Tesla simultaneously. I cannot deal right now. Oh my This is a fucking dream come true, dude. Red candles all over my body. Pause. All right, come on, bidders. Stop being such. Yo, if you are selling these SMCI contracts, raise that bid up. I don't know what contracts you guys got, but. All right. Profits are taken, switching my eyes over to Tesla, because goddamn. And yes, I am going to be trimming some of those Aprils out. Fuck, man. Let's go, dude. 11,000%. Blake. Fucking disgusting, bro. I don't think we get all of it on Tesla today, no. I would be very pleasantly surprised if we saw that. No, yeah. If you have any gains to post on that SMCI chart, Jesus Christ, dude. Stock futures dip after report Trump considering plans to occupy blockade Karg Island, drone strike Kuwait's largest oil refinery. Said his country is helping the U.S. efforts to open the Strait of Hormuz. Oh my God, Tesla, 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 bad. Oh my God, give me some Tesla lingerie. Yeah. Yes, Zim is actually also an empty space there. Good rejection on. Oh my God, let's go. Yes. Sorry, guys. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. It's been a long. I've been trying so hard to get this bastard down to the floor. God, dog. Dude, look at it. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Next target's going to be 373. Where's my Benjamin at, dude? Where's Benjamin Netanyahu? Oh, I've been waiting, dude. I've been a patient guy. SMCI still. Blake, you got hit me up, bro. Hit me up right now, and I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. You gotta send me this. You gotta send me a screenshot though. Of that shit, dude. Let's go. A straddle newsletter. Just post all of the stocks that you could technically straddle. I feel like that would be slightly irresponsible, but sorry. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to interrupt me. I'm having a good time right now. I've been waiting a long time. I still have a few SMCI contracts, so I have 5 contracts left that cost me $160, and the market value on that position that cost me $160 is $1,600. I took profit on everything else. I grabbed a bag. Yeah, I caught it, dude. And I'm catching this Tesla Bagarino, dude. Oh my God, dude. I'm up here. I'm in the shit. Let's fucking go, dude. Excuse my excitement, guys. I'm sorry. I It's been 84 years. Yeah, I can look at Spy. Give me a second. Ah, damn, boy. Might just sell everything else, dude, and just pack it up. Yeah. Oh, beautiful, dude. Amazing. How long did I have to wait for those Tesla puts? Oh my God, dude. Since last Thursday. Last Thursday, I think. Yeah, last Thursday was when I took this position. So over a week. But I did it. And I mean I had to average up and everything, so okay. So you bounced and you're failing. Look. Look. Bam, fail. But who wants to be okay, so price would need to reclaim to that 656.75. You do have empty space up to, but it's really interesting because this is just a piece of that, and you're refusing it. So I would say right now, anything below that 654, which is where you're dropping right now, Tesla just hit that 373.27, guys. SMCI's spread is tightening up a little bit more here. Yeah, I'm trimming a little bit off of these Tesla. I still have more to go on Tesla. This is going to be, however, its third consecutive, and you didn't lose any lows. This is the second candle out of that break of structure. But holding it over the weekend is going to require possibly a roll. Wasn't the SMCI guy just arrested? I have no idea, dude. I took this position without any knowledge of what was going on. I said that SMCI was going to have news, and that's it. That it had incredible tension, unlike most stocks typically do, and that I was going to take a straddle on that position, far out of the money 45s, and a little bit closer in the 20s to the downside. So, yeah, I just pulled it out of my pocket. Yeah, don't take this. Thanks for the rose, dude. Trade of regulated goods and services. 45% on. Nice job, man. Or firm. I lost track of it, man. Nah, man. How about this? Set an alert at 45, 44, 46. Blake, where'd you DM me, bro? Trade of regulated goods and services? I don't fucking understand. Put entry for spot. Yeah, talk to me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm done celebrating now. The euphoria got pretty high here. Okay, an upside entry here would be a nice reclamation of right here. And then cost basis would need to break. I mean, this is literally my strategy. So yeah, if you're scalping away. Damn, dude, you hit 10,000% on that trade. That's nuts. Yeah, you just retested the floor here. SMCI is actually reversing right now. You could watch it over 2293 up to retest that to 2344. IWM is moving pretty quick right now. A little very jerky. Also, I think I mentioned about 1,000 times. Oh shit. Yo, homie, did you what happened on was this yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, it's still stuck at that $90 mark. Tesla is actually Netflix could be a pretty interesting trade either way. I think over 90 you do have empty space up to 93.50. That's a good little potential day trade, but that is obviously going to be dictated by your ability to get outside of 92.05. Where's Randy? Who the fuck is Randy? Wow. What a fucking day, dude. I need that. Netflix coming off that floor, man, you're gonna need to re-lose it. So if you can get it closed down here, and to be honest with you, bro, it's gonna be basically a push through that small piece of structure. So you're trapped in between the two, which should create the tension you need to get going. Again, big dump, big pop, and then comes the chop. Remember that cycle. Big pump, big dump, big pump, and then the chop. That is how boxes are born. Baby boxes are born by dropping them, and after they bounce, you catch them and shake them. That sounded terrible. Yeah. Mhm. Ivy, how much was lifetime? I forgot. Damn. Okay. Where half of that is. He said Davis, right? Well, the goal is that you hopefully have made that money. A lot of it. It's not publicly available. How much are feet picks? Nah. Well, I don't like, you know, having to explain to somebody who just got lifetime that we don't do signals. It kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, so Tesla has a retest right now coming, I think at 3. If you want to play that back up, SMCI is kind of bouncing and building here. But if anybody has anything that they're trading right now, they want me to take a look at. Like I said, I'm. Hey Potter, is this good? 189% on your entire account. I think you really need to step that up, man. I really think, that's just I feel like you're not really putting in the effort, you know? I feel like you could do better. Come on, man. Come on, dude. 380. No, 376. Yes, there could be a 377.95 retest, but it's just bouncing off of that 24 hours 373.25 that I mentioned this morning. Um, and again, I'm still in my short, so I'm still being proactive about what needs to likely be retested. So I'm watching Tesla here, looking for that wick to touch that floor, and then I think we're gonna build. So now really quickly on IWM, this box, which is serving as kind of our skeleton here, needs to be reclaimed to see any sort of continuation to the upside. All right, that is period, end of story. In between, I mean, the reason that you are chopping the way that you are, right? And I would say with that wick right there, there's a higher probability of you moving up, but you're stuck in between two boxes on quad witching. You know what I'm saying? So like, let price accept something above or below, and then you'd have a higher probability. Now, I'll be honest with you, with this above you as well, there's no you're relying on this uptrend here to kind of give you a target, and we're gonna need the market to really kind of like squeeze out, and that's not gonna happen until we get this floor. Honestly, if you could chop all day until like 2:30, that could set up something sweet, which I know would fuck your day up, but right now, I would say just simplify this. Your IWM's battle today is going to be between this and that, quite simply. Literally, actually. And that just makes your life easier, right? I hope, maybe. Who knows? One battle after another. That's life. Today's struggles are tomorrow's signals. What are we doing? Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, triple witch today, dude. Someone use AI to envision what a triple witch would look like. A three-headed witch. Yeah, now it's chill time, unless you're playing like a something else, but all right, now what else are we looking at here? Remember, guys, be typing in the live trading chat if you have any questions on Discord here. Yeah. Is it Zillow? So I have my concerns about this one, and in class I mentioned how this was set up really well. One of the reasons that this even did punch it on the 4 hour, it gives more of the I just punched down, and now we're using this range. Well, in the 24 hour, it still maintains right that setup. Yo, Bumbleclot, 581%, dude. You just turned $200 into $1,500, dude. That's fucking phenomenal. And that could even be a runner's, dude. That's nuts. But anyway, as far as right now is concerned, you're bouncing off of that 44.24 and maintaining this range, or trying to maintain this range. So I would say as long as you can do that, you have a chance to top break off that 47.28. Zillow, a little bit of a bastard there. Yo, beautiful retest on Tesla's 2 minute here. Take a look at this. That likely is, might try to bounce here. However, Tesla has just been selling off and flushing straight line style uh, pretty well. But do expect, okay, for price after these big drops, if it does make a new low, to probably find itself a floor to chop on. Hopping off for the day, I just messaged me. You see that? Yeah, bounce. Now, look, how do I know whether something is going to continue moving up? It'll grab hold of 373, right? If it bounces. I hope it doesn't. Come on. Elon's going to ruin your life. Your grandparents hate him. China hates him. Australia hates him. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, likes it. Mm. Tesla didn't make it? What do you mean? It did not make it. You are absolutely correct. Look at it go, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, we are nearing 1 hour structure here on Tesla. One could be looking to take the advantage. What's the next target for Tesla if it keeps dumping? You're nearing it. Come here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's all I got right here. There might be something else, but that's what I got right now. So basically here and here. It's a good day to be short. I randomly smell cigarette smoke at my house and no one smokes. I fear I have a ghost. It's not toast, is it? You could try the bounce there. Be careful. Who said what? Oh, some Kristen said that. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this fucking look at this bounce. Hot diggity dog, dude. It's almost like we know something. You could be twerking right now with these contracts. Let's never put that song on again. So we don't mind a good little bounce, right? We just want to see that bounce like it just did above, retest and wick. However, a big push down and then a big pop up is what usually will start and commence the range. So keep that in. I'm okay. I have a ghost who turns on 1940s swing music. So yes, your ghost must smoke. Kristen, why don't you like buy some like really high quality smokes, and just set them out. Or maybe maybe now's the time to pick up a habit. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe the only way to be friends with this ghost is to smoke a cigarette with it. Netflix, yeah, I'll take a look at it. Oh shit! What? Yo, what? Come on, man. There you go. It does look good, guys. It does look good. You got multiple taps off the top. You got the candle did bounce off of 90 and now it's not really doing very well. You got a candle closing inside of that candle as well. So let's keep moving down. All right. All right. Now we'll get rid of all of that because we on the 2 minute we have absolute clarity. Floor there. I could even get on the 1 minute with this one, but I'll just stick to this. Okay. So anywhere above 91, right? I actually prefer when this does pop and fill, right? Because what it does is it leaves that vulnerable spot from being retested. Um it does also appear that buyers are trying to keep this and they may fail, right? But they're trying to I can see their control. Look, you can actually see it as you move it up, but I can see buyer's control. So they might chop this up for a little bit. So my boy, $60 to 1K on Dell. Dude, I love seeing this shit. I'm looking at the gains page right now. And yeah, look at this. Look at this TikTok. Oi. Look at that. That's nuts. Yeah. Bomba clot. You need this to break right here on Netflix. If you can break these wicks, you should be good to go. New low. Ugh. Awful. Would you scalp color blue? Guys, I cannot tell you how I'm trying not to act super geeked right now, but I've been waiting so damn long for this Tesla play. Lord have mercy. All right, there is a bounce here at 370 as well. Watch it. Watch it. Look at it. I think it's actually, I might. Did I have that right? I think I had that right. Okay. Yeah, Tesla. Here it is. Tesla way. I can't sit down anymore, dude. Convince you. I've been waiting for 80 years. I'm sinking into the money pit. Also, oh, man. Oh. Not only could I subdue Tesla stock, but I could also more than likely subdue Elon Musk himself. He's built like a Lego cube. All right, there's your bounce. This might be it for the day. So if you are looking for a bounce, I'm actually going to try my hand on one. Give me 2 seconds. Waiting for this candle close. Again, I am still short. I still have short. So me playing a small position back up to the upside is something that I'm going to stop out of, obviously. It's a quick trade to the upside. Go fuck yourself. Haha. Superman. Just playing that up to the wick here. This is not futures. This is option, man. Options. Options. Where you can take a little bit and make a lot. Yo, look at this. Speaking of, oh, sorry, TikTok. I didn't even see it. Look at this. 73 bucks to 800. Nuts. almost scared me there. I have 1K to learn with? No, you don't, dude. You don't need to do that. Dude, you do use a small amount, my brother. Because if you've already lost money, if you're tired of being broke, right? That's the energy that you're taking into it. And so you're not focused on learning, you're focused on not being broke, which it sounds like the right thing to do, but it's actually the focus on the strategy that would possibly help you with the brokenness, right? Because it actually your want and need for money, the stronger I mean, again, that it is, it can actually interfere with that losing process if you don't know how to channel that energy into focusing on how to actually utilize a strategy first. I was just explaining this last night. Ugh, disgusting. Easy. Easy. You thought you could scare me with a wig. You can't scare me, Tesla. I have 1K I'm willing to lose. I feel that. But I would still say maybe use like $100 just in the learning process. You know what I'm saying? My strategy, especially. What song? This is Can't Punk Me by JID and Earth Gang. I am scalping Tesla to the upside. I just need to watch and learn. Yes, sir. Now, I will say this, Evil. You are trying to maximize your money, and that is done by swing trading. I'm actually in a position I've been in for over a week to the downside on Tesla, and I'm just playing shorter expiration to the upside. I don't apply gambling principles to a game and not. Yeah, there you go. I have 250 in Ninja Trader, no clue how to use it. All right, yeah. Not seeing anything under Tesla till 350. Not seeing anything under Tesla till 350. Look at the hourly. I'm just playing small. I'm with you. Obviously, I'm short, and I'm short for. We're actually so close to my 360 target. It's starting to become a real reality, which will set up for me to hold it into the 356 area, which is where, I mean, even on the hourly, it's clear as day that this is going to be touchdown number one for Tesla. And I do see a target, a pinpoint accuracy in terms of like, and this is where the lower time frame can actually give you your runner target is literally launchpad there, and that's 351.90. We're here, and it's this box that's protecting us from that wick at right, and then the rest. And what will happen is price will start bouncing and oscillating more oftentimes, and then you'll see like a quick leg down and then a pop back up and then possible consolidation. So all right, yeah, I am trading Tesla to the upside, yes. Am I aiming for 2% returns? No. No. I'm not aiming for I'm using options. So we just had an option. We just had options hit 900 and 1,000. We've had a 10,000% trade. A couple. Let's see. This is a 621% trade. This is a 518% trade. This guy's up 189% on his account today. So I'm not aiming. I just trade. I'm just autistic with it. I just trade the chart. The chart is the only thing that makes the most sense to me. My risk to reward is obviously something that I've figured out. You know what risk I'm going to be applying, what expirations, but I don't look like if I'm buying an equity, sure, I can look at that as like a preset. I'm looking for this return because I see this opportunity on the chart. But as far as like what I'm aiming for, I just see pockets or windows of opportunity to maximize, you know, again, small risk for high reward. And I just keep doing that. How do you join your mentorship? I don't have mentorship. like that. I have a workshop that I just a fresh one that I just wrapped up. Watch SMCI, guys. Again, if anybody's in that one or just looking at it, it is trying to find a floor here on the 3 minute. Not perfect setup right now, but it would be potentially start rolling the other way at 2342. So, what's the Tesla call? Too late. I was just playing a bounce from here to there. I am short. Yeah, and you know what's awesome is the buyers on these calls are actually inflating these contracts. So when they fall, they don't die hard. It's kind of cool. Gonna check PayPal? Yeah, just a second. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I gotta get off the 1 minute now and zoom back out. Look at the 15. Stay focused. Be excited. Gotta stay focused. I just gotta keep wow. Who keeps turning my music off? Thank you for educating. Oh, you got it, dude. Trade station is stopped out on Tesla at be what you think. Stopped out on Tesla at be what you think. Hold on, you got to redo that one. I don't think Tesla's going back up today. I'm playing bounces, man. That's it. I'm just playing. I have one box that I was like, you're gonna bounce off the top of this box. There's no way that you don't bounce or respond off the top of the box. And I just played the bounce and then stopped out of a runner. So what's a box? A box is a area of for me, a Potter box, which is what I call it, is a area of consolidation with three waves specifically. You can count 1, 2, 3 bounces, and those aren't like this right here. I had to explain this in class. This counts as one, right? Red candle, green candle, bounce. That's one. So I look for these areas of consolidation to punch through, or even if it's just something like I'm just looking for a break out of them. But I look for typically, like if it bounces, right? And it reclaims this floor right here, the 50% mark of my box is a signal for continuation. So if we were to build here and then break that 50% mark, I would be looking at my next new high, which would be 416. Yes. Watch Tesla to go back up into this empty space. Like I said, you got a lot of areas. Okay, very clearly the floor here at 372.14. You just managed to reclaim this one. So you'll see if price doesn't have enough to move through this, it'll pull back, tap that. So my theory, not theory, but what I have discovered is that at the 50% mark of even these ranges, they're not boxed. This is not a box, right? This is just a range. I draw the same thing for range and boxes, but the volume is concentrated at the 50% mark of every area of consolidation. Therefore, by moving price through it, you're actually basically using that volume and pushing it elsewhere. And oftentimes, the bigger the box, the further the move. Or in extreme cases, the longer the chop, right? Just this whole area. Yeah, oh my God, look at us. Look at us, guys. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. Not me. Actually, I totally thought this was going to happen. So, wow, IW popped up hard yesterday. Just accomplished nothing. Have us back to here and puts her alive. Yeah, yeah, they are. I really don't see. Yeah, Tesla doesn't have anything major to bounce off of. That is 100% correct. Yeah, I teach people how to use my strategy, not I don't tell them what to buy and sell. That does not work. Trust me. I know. I focus on higher time frames because the theory is the same. The larger the area of consolidation or the higher the time frame, if what's true on the 3 minute is true on the 24 hour, then I'm going to get more out of the 24 hour than I am the 3 minute, right? Unless the 3 minute lines up with the 24 hour, then maybe not. But it's trying to curl itself back up. Look at BA. Hi, new to group, excited to start. Just begin the workshop. In terms of SMCI, catching plays like that with the group, is that from watching the live every day, or is there something else that should be? So, like I said, we discuss these things together. If you would like to, at the end of the day, go through my Potter. It's Potter. You'll see admin analysis, and you'll see the Potter channel. That channel has every stock that I go over. Okay. And Ivy and Alex clip these so that way you guys can go look back. Am I making it clear which setups I like and what I want to do to them? Yes. Am I telling you what to do? No. Because there is my strategy is again fractalized. So some of you guys are going to be scalpers, right? And you could be taking advantage of everything that I'm taking advantage of from my swings. You could be playing in these pockets of empty space that I look to take advantage of as a day trader, as a scalper. You can take it if you're somebody who sold covered calls, right? So you're selling options. You could take advantage of the times where we get stuck in between two boxes and price can't escape. So it's good stuff. I searched veiny burrito and ended up here. I don't know if I want to look at anything anymore, dude. That comment just ruined my day, dude. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Hold on. Keep your eyes on Tesla here, folks. This is an area where I expect price to try to keep building and bouncing like this. I am eyeing a upside trade on this one here. All right, we just made a second recovery of that floor. No candle close at 37.20, but 371.50. You got a higher chance of trying to go and pop that up. So you said you're doing what to hood? You're shorting this thing? All right. So I think we've gone over this one a couple of times too. Are you already in this one? Hold on 1 second, brother. I can't explain. Managing trades right now, Poppy. Chupapi Muñano. Good morning. Buenos dias. Sorry about the lip pillow pass out, dude. I should have warned you. There's about 1,000 people are like, what the fuck did he just say? U.S. to deploy thousands of additional troops to the Middle East. 3 U.S. official tell Reuters. Great. Awesome. Oh, make believe. I'm I'm uh I'm whacking Tesla right now. Yeah, I'm playing it up right now. Just a few. I just got a stop loss right now at 370.95. Just trying to. I'm just playing it up just in case it squeezed up at any point here. Navy ship left San Diego. Awesome. God. Okay, so with Hood, man, the way that I'm looking at this is this area, just period, has been in, like, you have this, right? And then you get this. And so to see price bouncing off of this area is not a surprise, but is unfortunately, ugh, gross. Hold on one second. All right, yeah, I mean, I'm still in those IWMs. I would love to see this shit dump down to 238.60. But we'll see. Watch 372.15. You got to be quick with this shit if it stops. Anything moving that stop loss up now to 371.42. God, I hate scalping sometimes. Zebo. Are you Zebo from... Dude, there's another Zebo, dude. There's no way. Okay. Precise rejection off that 317. Sorry, bro. I'm trying to get to your Hood. I'm trying to slide on Hood. Uh, okay, so we're focusing on the most recent price action for sure. This is going to be the floor. This is going to be your top. That's 71.34. It's not a box. It is a range. So we're going to treat it just like that. So you are bouncing off of it. It's going to take 71.33 to get you submerged underneath that. Hood bounce or put? You got to wait, man. I mean, right now it seems like sellers are sure adamant, but this structure is not clear. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I think you can actually, you need to sink this low. The low is pretty clear. You got a floor right here and a ceiling right here. And until you get a break of structure, right? And I know that's a statement that a lot of traders use, so you should understand. Bounce off my stop loss on Tesla. I am multitasking like a motherfucker right now. 7190, excuse me, will give you a pop back up. It's this empty space right here that I think could get retested. But since you're having such a struggle to actually just even get above this floor, that's absolutely where you go back up. Hood is going back up over 7190 to likely retest that 72. Would you say this area to buy equity is good hypothetically? On Hood, I can't endorse, me personally, I don't see it yet, man. I like to have confirmation before I buy. I'm not shit blasting the market, with by DCAing or just kind of like grabbing it in random areas, or just because it's red doesn't mean that I buy it. It is specifically off of what you buyers are willing to accept. And I can see the mood or see the buy, like, example, right? Yesterday you get a beautiful bounce, right? And it actually recovers a floor that you had lost. And look at the result of that today. People aren't continuing to buy, right? And in our most recent price action, this was the green candle in question to recover. That's what you rejected today. So given the opportunity to buy, right? And this isn't just given the opportunity to buy. This is executing orders. Those orders get filled, but nobody wants to buy them any further. Tesla's pushing up into that range. If you're on the 1 minute right now with me, if you guys are on TikTok or YouTube, you can see this. If you're not, it's right here. So again, I'm watching this little, I could get down on the 45-second here to kind of see exactly what that is. That just turned into a box. You're you're done. You're done. Goodbye. All right, I'm gonna trim my scalp right here, and then leave the rest right here. Stop loss right there. If you sync the, see, look at this right here. I'm doing it right now. If this gets lost, right, I'm problem solving in real time, just like I was talking to you guys in class, right? Look, if I lose this, right, I probably am going to lose that. And for a scalp, I can't afford that. God, these contracts are kind of moving like doo-doo water. VIX's vertical bear patch 26. Whole market is seeing quite a downside push. Yeah. You know what's not kind of interesting though is IWM is below that 24-hour candle close. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right, I'm gonna get back to the 1 minute here. Oh shit, no. Again, the concern here. See, look at that 50% mark of this range. See it tapping? So if it pops up above that, right, it's going to have this right here. That's 372, the 87, and then you'd have a pretty strong possibility, right? There we go. Okay. I know you guys don't get to see me scalp all the time, but all right, and it's just a range, right? Just a range. So we do not have a guarantee of a new high. Closing above the 50% mark, however, can be convincing, but does not promise a new high. Now it's only 372.88 where we can reach up, right? And we would have this red wick right here and this green candle here. And that would be the next target to the upside if Tesla can break to the upside. It's trying to hold itself up there, but if it can't get past it, it's coming back here. Nope. Guys, remember, if the bell has rung, do not type in the chat bubble. Type in the live trading chat. Can I chart like you on Webull? No, you cannot. Potter, do you not use EMA, SMA, or other indicators? I use 0 indicators, brother. No indicators. And look, do I need it? The floor did exactly what I said it was going to do. I don't need an indicator to tell me that. Now, this is where price would likely collapse and would restart retesting levels if it loses this floor. This is also where buyers are, so buyers are going to try to hold this up and push it back. Okay. No cigar. I'm not seeing what's clearly underneath us. That's what's underneath us right here. Buyers hold their floor, right? By retesting what they broke out of. Now that kind of bounce, right, needs to result in something. If it doesn't, then you just pulled volume off the floor for nothing. And that's where you'll see exhaustion. But so far, that's exactly what they just did. Pulled off the floor. And again, we're looking at 372.87. So they have to had pull. And what you do by bouncing like that is you make that floor or that wick or whatever you're bouncing off of that much weaker if you come back. You only have so many supplies there. So I think for me, Samson, the indicator thing is I'm already focused and am convinced fully by observation that price is all I need to focus on, and that all indicators are built off of an attempt to understand it. I understand price and how it interacts with itself. When I add a indicator, that becomes a variable that just induces kind of not fear, but it's not what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? It's a variable that I don't need to be sure that something is happening. Well, I'll be a pickle in an onion jar. Okay, forgot the fuck. Dustbuster. I need to max win. You need a 24-hour time frame setup then, man, my boy. You need a higher time frame setup. Yeah, I just get to pet a cat while I do this, man. This shit's vibing. IWM target for today. Honestly, man, we're selling off every single opportunity that buyers have to scoop this sucker back up. They it keeps pushing down. I have a range underneath us, and only that honestly could probably do with the yeah, there it is. So we're actually moving through this 3 minute range. This would be our next technical structure to break. Um, but we're going to be trying to break these wicks, man. 242.87. Out of glue. So yeah. Can I look at BA? Jesus, oh my God. You're one cat scratch away from your next leg down to 192.50 for sure. Okay, so how'd you dump, right? That can be spooky, right? Because you have that you just have a floor and you have to I mean, dude, this is where you are watching this lower time frame price. That's obviously what we're not trying to see here when you're trying to break a floor and you fell a little quickly. So I would really be paying attention to. I'd be paying attention to 198.48 and this overhead here. If price can stay below the median and get pulled back down to the floor, you have a higher chance of breaking that, and you could take that short. So the market is cooked. My border collie demands pets when I am trading. Pets of Wall Street. Yeah, my cat is sitting in a basket hanging off my desk, and she just quacks at me. I've had this cat for, or she's had me for fucking 13 years, 14 years actually. She's 14 years old, and she's a little chunky, but she's a good girl. Have you played Crimson Desert? Nah. My God, look at these levels, folks. Tap, tap, tap. All right, we're pushing. Oh, Lord, he a pushing. You see it? Ooh. And there it goes. Scalp City, baby. Fuck you. Next one. You got the wick. And now the body. Come, come. There you go. Fuck you. Sorry. Come on, bro. Ah! Bah. Nuts, dude. Nuts, dude. Come on. I entered at 10:16. That candle right there. Nope, that candle right there. With 30 seconds into that candle, I entered this trade. It has secured the floor. The floor. Oh, hallelujah. Beautiful. Love it. And you just retested the top. Now, I would assume the range is likely to get retested because that's where the volume is concentrated now. You do have more empty space to the upside. I'm celebrating quick scalps to the upside while simultaneously holding shorts to the downside with longer expirations. Whiplash. Yeah, I'm crushing it today. Feeling good. Feeling real good. All right, still maintaining your hold, but you're going to now need a candle close above 373.38. You've established a... Yeah, I think you sink right here. Possibly. Is it always the the midpoint of a box that you aim? I it's not like I'm aiming um it's what I aim to break if I'm looking to the upside. That's the floor right there. If you hold that, you go green. If you can't hold that, just like that. Not a couple. Probably about 6, 8, somewhere. Yeah. See that? That's so beautiful, dude. A single golden tear. You see how they're fighting for that floor? But they just reached down. They couldn't push it any higher, right? Clearly. Reach down, grab the volume you left behind. You bounce it. You're holding it now, right? So it is going to be over these wicks that you'll go right back up to that high. And because there's not a ton of resistance there, right? You could try for that overhead again. But see it? There it is again. That same wick. This is all happening at, you know, in real time. I'm having to, it's not something I can uh, look back on, right? It's happening right now. And so, like, this is where if you're a scalper, all right, you get the push, you get the top. Well, they're holding them. Yeah, I'm on the 1 minute, but I'm only on the 1 minute when I know what I'm, where I'm at on the higher time frame. There's the floor. There's the ceiling. I think you'll see a bigger, you could see a pretty nasty reversal in here. I see there. This is where I start to look at, like, yeah, is bigger money coming in and guiding us, right? Making sure that floors get held, pushing price in the right direction. It's highly possible. Do I ever trade TSLL or TSLS? Not very often, my friend. Not very often. Okay, so look, that mark right there could not get a candle close above it. Now I zoom out. I'm going to zoom out here. I still think you could possibly get it done, though. Right there. Yep. If that's lost right there, that just reacted that way. If you lose that, you're coming back to retest the structure you just built behind you. Yeah, I see that. Here, I'll put it up for you guys. Oh, wow. Yeah, IWM is doing it. What do I trade the most often? I'm pretty fluid with it, man, but I would say IWM is probably what I gravitate towards the most. The risk to reward on it is just too good. I'm doing all of this and I'm still green with a great expiration on Tesla to the downside. Wait, Chuck Norris died for real? What if it's actually more true that we're all dead and he's alive? Okay, retest structure. This is where you can get that punchback right here. Push price through what you struggle. You see, this is where you go to back to that example, right? Of if you can go back and get the supplies, then you can push price. And now all those sellers that pushed you down, we're using them as liquidity. This is where shit could get ripping. IWM is building too as well. Yeah, it could. Yeah, exactly. We could really be in the end of times, dude. Chuck Norris is gone. It's crazy. That is sad though. Yeah, it sucks, man. Hmm. What's my target for long-term puts? He's up there with Net. No, he's not up there with Netanyahu. Netanyahu is in fire and brimstone, my friend. There's no way. 367.73 is the first target on Tesla. I've taken some. How far expiration do I choose for my swing trades? It all depends on what the chart tells me, man, and where I get in and what's in front of me, what do I have to break. So, all right, it's 10:40. All right, TikTok and YouTube. I'm gonna this is broke by Modest Mouse, but I'm gonna go ahead and trade with the Discord here for a little bit longer until lunchtime. Just try and see if we can knock out a couple of these day trades. If you're interested in learning my strategy, it's the Potterbox Workshop. Uh, there is obviously, I don't have my videos up on YouTube right now because I'm working on redoing them. But you can check out my website if you want to slide through. Um, yeah, straight up. Um, yeah, I've been on for a little while, but today was a great day, guys. A lot of really fire trades, a lot of perfect price action. SMCI made me a massive bag. Really, really happy about what we were able to accomplish on that one. And that was not some stroke of genius, but um, yeah, I'll see you guys at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time or 3 depending on where or I'll see you guys in the Discord. Peace out. I will be dropping a discount code more than likely on yearly um before the end of the day in celebration of this fucking biggity bag. So, all right guys, I'm out. Yeah.